Announcing the arrival of the Chief of Staff, Armed Forces of the Philippines, General Cirilito E. Sobejana, Philippine Army. He is accompanied by the Superintendent, Philippine Military Academy, Lieutenant General Ferdinand M. CARTUJANO, Philippine Air Force, the Commanding General, Philippine Air Force, Lieutenant General Alan P. Paredes, Philippine Air Force, the Flag Officer in Command, Philippine Navy, represented by the Vice Commander, Philippine Navy, Rear Admiral Adelius S. Bordado, Philippine Navy, the Commanding General, Philippine Army, represented by the Chief of Staff, Philippine Army, Major General Rowan S. Tolentino Jr., Philippine Army, Mayor of Baguio City, Mayor Benjamin B. Magalong, the Commandant of Cadets, Colonel Julius A. Tomines, MNSA, Philippine Army, the Dean of Academics, Colonel Jose Demar A. Poli, General Staff Corps, Corps Professors, and the Assistant Superintendent, Captain Roger P. Viduya, General Staff Corps, Philippine Navy.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the commencement exercises of PMA Masaligan Class of 2021. To maintain the solemnity of this momentous occasion, we request everyone to switch off or set your cellular phones to silent mode during the entire program. The audience is likewise requested to remain seated during the activity. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, good afternoon. Today's commencement exercises begin with the honors to the nation. The audience is requested to stand and is encouraged to sing with pride the Philippine National Anthem. Please remain standing for the Ecumenical Prayers to be led by the Command Chaplain, Major Joel T. Simbahon, Chaplain Service.
Let us feel the presence of God. Let us pray. Almighty God, we pause for a moment this afternoon to ask for your blessing upon us, especially to these young men and women of PMA Masaligan Class of 2021. Indeed, we are grateful to you for the new insights and knowledge that you allow them to gain. Thank you for dedicated teachers and mentors led by our Superintendent, PMA, Lieutenant General Ferdinand M. CARTUJANO, Philippine Air Force, who have had the opportunity to instruct and share with them over the past 4 years. To all those who will step up and be recognized today, we ask that you give a sense of pride in their accomplishment. Also remind them that they did not make it alone, that there were many who helped along the way, and they need to make it sure to say their thanks to those folks, but most especially to you. Gracious Lord, it is our prayer that the President of the Republic of the Philippines and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, His Excellency Rodrigo Roa Duterte, be constantly under your great care and benevolence. May his message inspire us all to contribute our utmost best towards the attainment of our national goals. We offer you these prayers for the honor and glory of your most holy name, O God. Amen.
Please be seated.
At this point, we shall now witness the commencement exercises of the PMA Masaligan Class of 2021. May we call in the Superintendent, Lieutenant General Ferdinand M. CARTUJANO, Philippine Air Force, to deliver his welcome remarks.
To our President and Commander-in-Chief, President RODRIGO ROA DUTERTE, joining virtually through BTC, to our Vice President, Honorable Maria Leonor Santo Tomas Rona Robredo, the Vice President of the Philippines, also joining us virtually, to all the Cabinet members watching, headed by Secretary Delpin N. Lorenzana, the Secretary of National Defense, to our Chief of Staff, General Cirilito E. Subehana, Philippine Army, Chief of Staff, whom we are so grateful that he's the one who graced the occasion physically. Sir, thank you for coming. And this lady, Ma'am Edna Subehana, Ma'am, thank you. To all the major service commanders of the Army, Navy, and the Air Force around, to some members of the AP Joint Staff present, to the Chairman and Vice Chairman of the Philippine Military Academy Alumni Association Incorporated, led by Caballero Amado Espino and Caballero Vidal Quirol, who both are joining virtually also, to all the ambassadors and defense attaché watching, to include the presidents of the associations, the members of my family, my wife, Dina Annali Cartuano, the team PMA mentors, headed by Captain Roger Biduya, Philippine Navy, the Assistant Superintendent, PMA, to the Cadet Corps, Armed Forces of the Philippines, most especially the PMA Masaligan Class of 2021, led by its Baron and Class President, Cadet First Class John Hernan Perez, and their adings, the Underclass Corps, composed of PMA Classes 2022, 2023, and 2024, led by the new Regimental Commander, Cadet Second Class Dabalan, CCAP. All the parents, distinguished guests, other visitors, loved ones, relatives, joining us virtually, magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Once more, to all our guests, parents, cadets, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in today's commencement exercises of PMA Masaligan Class of 2021. A historical moment so eagerly awaited by the parents, mentors, and of the whole country. A time so greatly cherished by every graduating cadet. A glorious day of christening young people to become the ambassador of hope in our ordination of being new members of the AP. And so sorry, sir, I forgot to make mention of our generous host here in Baguio City, the Honorable Cavalier and Mayor Benjamin Magalong. Sir, thank you for coming also, sir. And allow me to continue. Year in and year out and everywhere in the country, people are always assembled as a community to witness the commencement exercises here at the Academy. As each and every graduate bid farewell to their alma mater, their parents and loved ones aboard the very limited time of celebrating with them before they get sent to the next part of their journey in their military career. Today marks another milestone not only for our graduates, but for our alma mater. The PMA community feels elated to receive our guests and visitors who are physically present and the ones celebrating with us virtually. The PMA Masaligan class of 2021 are survivors of change here in the Academy. Over the years, they are participants in the paradigm shift that PMA has taken from the physical changes, the rise of new infrastructures that paved way to improving their living conditions, the changes in the curriculum, making them at par with their collegiate contemporaries, the painful but fruitful war against maltreatment and mediocrity, and the most challenging of all, this pandemic. These cadets before you followed the command in our leadership paths that were not taken before, under the leadership of the command, guidance of their instructors and mentors, and the direct supervision of their tactical officers. Be constantly reminded that as new challenges await you, as you are assigned to your respective units, new opportunities will come your way. Be steadfast as you face greater responsibilities, and be good and responsible in your role as leaders for the welfare of the people you are bound to serve. May you uphold the passion and commitment to stay true to your calling and continue to serve the nation without faltering. They says, it takes a village to raise a child, says an African proverb. And for this, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to the community who helped us raise these individuals to become the young officers whom they will be after this ceremony. And I would like to begin with the President of the Republic of the Philippines and our Commander-in-Chief, President RODRIGO ROA DUTERTE, sir, for their eventual appointment as Second Lieutenants and Ensigns. Marami pong salamat. The Secretary of National Defense, Secretary Delpina N. Lorenzana, the Chief of Staff, AFP, General Cirilito E. Sobeana, sir, the Commanding Generals of the Major Services, the Unified and Area Commanders, and even our brothers in arms, the leadership of the Philippine National Police and the Philippine Coast Guard. We thank you for making sure that the Academy is provided with all the support we need to survive the challenges I have mentioned. May I also make special mention to the local government of Baguio City, headed by our generous host here in Baguio, Cavalier and Mayor Benjamin Magalong, sir, and the Interagency Task Force for the Management of Emerging Infectious Diseases, who help us get through this pandemic and survive. Thank you po, sirs. It is also an opportunity for me to extend my utmost and undivided gratitude to the parents and the guardians of our graduating cadets who, despite not being physically present today to witness this celebration, are eagerly watching us from afar, being with all of us in spirit. Lastly, I would like to congratulate my advisory class, the PMA Masaligan class of 2021. Kayo ay may espesyal na puwang sa aking puso. Kasabay nyo, ako ay natuto ng mas higit pa upang mapagbuti ang aking sarili bilang leader. Naway, patnubayan kayo ng puwang may kapal. It is truly with pride that I, your superintendent, see you now standing in front of me, looking so smart and snappy, and seems ready to conquer the world. Good luck then and best wishes. Let us all continue to be inspired to serve God and our country with passion and righteous living. Again, congratulations to the PMA Masaligan class of 2021, and may we all enjoy watching the graduation ceremony. Godspeed, everyone, and mabuhay.
We shall now witness the presentation of the graduates by the Dean of Academics, Colonel Jose Dimar A. Poli, General Staff Corps, Corps of Professors.
Sir, I have the honor to present to you 164 strong graduating members of PMA Masaligan Class of 2021. They have satisfactorily completed the requirement of the course of study in the Philippine Military Academy. I therefore recommend that they be conferred the degree of Bachelor of Science, sir.
For having satisfactorily completed all the requirements of the course of study in Philippine Military Academy, and upon the recommendation of the Academic Board, the PMA Superintendent will now declare the members of PMA Masaligan Class of 2021 graduates and confer upon them the Bachelor of Science degree.
By the power vested in me as the Superintendent, Philippine Military Academy, I hereby declare you the 164 members of PMA Masaligan Class 2021 graduates and confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science degree, effective this date. Congratulations.
We shall now witness the distribution of diplomas and presentation of awards to the top 10 graduates, followed by the other graduates in alphabetical order. The Chief of Staff, Armed Forces of the Philippines, General Cirilito E. Sobejana, Philippine Army, will present the diplomas and the awards to be assisted by the Superintendent, Philippine Military Academy, Lieutenant General Ferdinand M. CARTUJANO, Philippine Air Force.
Cadet First Class, John Ray Cabanero Artus, San Enrique, Negros Occidental, Valedictorian, summa cum laude. For graduating number 1 in the Military President's List of Class 2021, the Presidential Sabre is awarded to Cadet First Class, John Ray Cabanero Artus. For being the number 1 graduating cadet joining the Philippine Navy, the Philippine Navy Sabre is awarded to Cadet First Class, John Ray Cabanero Artus. Acknowledging the awardees, the Flag Officer in Command, Philippine Navy, Vice Admiral Giovanni Carlo J. Bacordo, Philippine Navy. He is represented by Rear Admiral Adelius Bordado, Philippine Navy, Vice Commander, Philippine Navy. Cadet First Class Artus is also the recipient of the following awards: Academic Group Award, Humanities Plaque, Mathematics Plaque, Management Plaque, Social Sciences Plaque, Natural Sciences Plaque, Information Technology Plaque, the Department of Leadership Plaque, the Navy Professional Courses Plaque, the Joint United States Military Assistance Group Award, the General Antonio Luna Award, the Spanish Armed Forces Award, and the Australian Defense Best Overall Performance Award. He will also receive a certificate of ownership of 1 unit of Lesandra House and Lot from the President of the Philippines, courtesy of Manuel B. Villar Jr., Chairman of Vista Lands and Lifescapes Incorporated.
Cadet First Class, Daryl Briggs Ramos Colita, Malalag, Davao del Sur, salutatorian. For graduating number 2 in the Military President's List of Class 2021, the Vice Presidential Sabre is awarded to Cadet First Class, Daryl Briggs Ramos Colita. For being the number 1 graduating cadet joining the Philippine Army, the Philippine Army Sabre is awarded to Cadet First Class Daryl Briggs Ramos Colita. Acknowledging the awardee is the Commanding General, Philippine Army, Lieutenant General Jose R. Faustino Jr., Philippine Army. He is represented by Major General Rowen S. Tolentino Jr., Philippine Army, Chief of Staff, Philippine Army. Cadet First Class Colita is also the recipient of the following awards: Army Professional Courses Plaque and Australian Defense Best Overall Performance Award.
Cadet First Class, Valerie May Vicente Dicang, La Trinidad Benguet, ranked 3rd. First honorable mention, magna cum laude. For graduating number 3 in the Military President's List of Class 2021, the Secretary of National Defense Sabre is awarded to Cadet First Class Valerie May Vicente Dicang.
Cadet First Class, John Hernan Rebadulla Perez, Muntinlupa City, ranked 4th, second honorable mention. For being the Brigade Commander of the Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines from 22 May 2020 to 12 September 2020, and 01 April 2021 to 09 May 2021, the Chief of Staff Sabre is awarded to Cadet First Class, John Hernan Rebadulla Perez. Acknowledging the awardee is the Chief of Staff Armed Forces of the Philippines, General Cirilito E. Subihana, Philippine Army. For being the #1 graduating cadet joining the Philippine Air Force, the Philippine Air Force Sabre is awarded to Cadet First Class, John Hernan Rebadulla Perez. Acknowledging the awardee is the Commanding General, Philippine Air Force, Lieutenant General Allen T. Paredes, Philippine Air Force. Cadet First Class Perez is also the recipient of the following awards: Air Force Professional Courses Plaque and the Australian Defense Best Overall Performance Award.
Cadet First Class, Christine Joyce Clodovisa Andog, Cabanatuan City, rank 5th, 3rd honorable mention, cum laude. Cadet First Class, Feljoy Bagabaldo Ending, Oroquieta City, rank 6th. Cadet First Class Ending is the recipient of the Tactics Group Award. Cadet First Class, Harold Mars Alikpala Sestado, Batangas City, rank 7th, cum laude. Cadet First Class, Pamela Avila Calleja, Malinaw Albay, rank 8th. Cadet First Class, Michael Angelo Ariola Madriaga, Tabuk City, rank 9th. Cadet First Class, Shirley Fatima Igea Lim, Tacloban City, rank 10th, cum laude. For being the Honor Committee Chairman, the Superintendent's Sabre is awarded to Cadet First Class, Shirley Fatima Igea Lim. Acknowledging the awardee is the Superintendent, Philippine Military Academy, Lieutenant General Ferdinand M. CARTUJANO, Philippine Air Force. Cadet First Class Lim is also the recipient of the Association of Generals and Flag Officers Award. Cadet First Class, Jason Limbaga Abapo, Cotabato City. Cadet First Class, Michael Ubalde Ablao, Apari, Cagayan. Cadet First Class, Jude Reyes Ebrahan, Caloocan City. Cadet First Class, Mark Hill Dumdum Acharon, General Santos City. Cadet First Class, Giovanni Salomon Agbuya, Obestondo, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class, May Pearl Alarcon Agustin, Malinaw, Aklan. Cadet First Class Agustin is the recipient of the Military Justice Award. Cadet First Class, Gerald Alin Alquiza, Iligan City. Cadet First Class, Archiboy Semine Andres, Baguio City. Cadet First Class, Kian Bill Aplaten Andres, Bauco Mountain Province. Cadet First Class, Oliver Pilan de Angeles Jr., Pulilan, Bulacan. Cadet First Class, Alrajan Himasain Aripin, Bungaw, Tawi-Tawi. Cadet First Class, Juventino Mancha Aspe Jr., Clarin, Bohol. Cadet First Class, Manuel Paulo Salazar Austria, Talavera, Nueva Ecija. Cadet First Class, Jerome Ernesto Azanza, Palapag, Northern Samar.
Cadet First Class, Kevin Anog Babaran, Enrile Cagayan. Cadet First Class Babaran is the recipient of the Aguinaldo Sabre and the Department of Tactical Officers plaque. Cadet First Class, Joel Nisperos Bacani, City of San Fernando, La Union. Cadet First Class Bacani is the recipient of the Sports and Physical Development plaque. Cadet First Class, Joyce Ann Laguerta Bayron, Bugalyon, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class Raven Oceraos Bendoy, Cagayan de Oro City. Cadet First Class Downil de Guzman Bernal, Cavite City. Cadet First Class Ian Cluey Padayogdog Bersalote, Bayugan City. Cadet First Class Stephen Kiner Kayag Biado, Tabuk City. Cadet First Class Renz Canarejo Bores, Cadiz City. Cadet First Class Ulysses Valdueza Bravo, Davao City. Cadet First Class Alfred Nandong Brigole, Ozamis City. Cadet First Class Michael Kenneth Cascolan Brillantes, Baguio City. Cadet First Class Mark Joel Latao Bukayo, Tugigaraw City. Cadet First Class Justin Bunao Bueno, Mayantok, Tarlac. Cadet First Class DJ Horiondo Bunagan, Tuguegarao City. Cadet First Class Hans Carulio Cabrera, Buhi, Camarines Sur. Cadet First Class Nico Zante Cagaitan, Ilayaglan, Sarangani Province. Cadet First Class Nix Dadoy Calma, Lapu-Lapu City. Cadet First Class Kevin Kyle Apaco Cabanero, Iligan City. Cadet First Class Joshua S. Cañete, Caloocan City. Cadet First Class Neftacom Tabalos Canlog, Matalam, North Cotabato. Cadet First Class Kyle Jelord Villamor Canque, Liloan, Cebu.
Cadet First Class Christine Rayan San Pedro Casbaliedo, Solana, Cagayan. Cadet First Class James Ralph Hubak Castro, Bayugan City. Cadet First Class Melchizedek Acabal Cataylo, Mabinay, Negros Oriental. Cadet First Class Ani Mazo Chen, Santa Rosa, Nueva Ecija. Cadet First Class Chen is also the recipient of the Journalism Award. Cadet First Class Aishakar Frankincense Tan Cobrado, Cagayan de Oro City. Cadet First Class, Junel Paul Alolor Codino, Santa Fe, Cebu. Cadet First Class, John Philip de Guzman Concepcion, Santiago City. Cadet First Class, Christian Lim Correa, Sorsogon City. Cadet First Class, Kyle Angelo Compe Cristobal, City of San Jose del Monte. Cadet First Class, Juan Marco Martin Quizon, Makati City. Cadet First Class, Ivan Art John Paulo Sahagun Danao, Quezon City. Cadet First Class, Juan Paulo Carcelar de Jesus, Quezon City. Cadet First Class, Jonathan Sendanya de Vera, Mangaldan, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class, Clarence Joe Nemenyo de la Rosa, Lawak, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class, Christine Clarice-Ann Domingo Di Mayuga, Santo Domingo, Nueva Ecija. Cadet First Class, Ana Teris Larobis Domile, Midsayap, Cotabato. Cadet First Class, Michael Angelo Esparago Dublin, Rodriguez, Rizal. Cadet First Class, Dexter Jude Doloroso Edianon, Bansalan, Davao del Sur. Cadet First Class, Armela May Arandez Eliar, Malaybalay City. Cadet First Class, Carl Ashley Gauran Escalona, Villasis, Pangasinan.
Cadet First Class, Jimmy Maborang Escote Jr., Pasig City. Cadet First Class, Elijah Val Abobo Esguera, La Trinidad, Benguet. Cadet First Class, Mark Anthony Cuyno Estrella, Sultan Kudarat, Maguindanao. Cadet First Class, Renato Fanao Fatawil, Sadanga Mountain Province. Cadet First Class, JP Gonzales Flores, San Fabian, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class, Romeo Calibuso Frijas, Asingan, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class, John Michael Lastimado Frondarina, Cagayan de Oro City. Cadet First Class, Aljun Christopher Mater Gegare, Taguig City. Cadet First Class, Zarina Yvonne Brillantes Hervasio, Saguday, Quirino. Cadet First Class, Michael Pinapit Gianan, Midsayap, North Cotabato. Cadet First Class, John Andrew Sarmiento Gloriani, General Emilio Aguinaldo Bailen, Cavite. Cadet First Class, Denmark Kirap Gutierrez II, Daram, Samar. Cadet First Class, Valerie May Corvera Hequinto, Lapu-Lapu City. Cadet First Class, Ricaredo Richlander King Canto Jorge, Iloilo City. Cadet First Class, Randy Lee Ubas Cunisala, Mandaue City. Cadet First Class, Gian Eric Sarmiento Labastilla, Los Baños, Laguna. Cadet First Class, Jamaica Zipagan Lagitao, Peña Blanca, Cagayan. Cadet First Class, John Michael Estorel Landingin, Dagupan City. Cadet First Class, John Paul Villanueva Lakidan, Baguio City. Cadet First Class, John Adrian Orlino Latigay, Taytay, Rizal.
Cadet First Class, Javin Awingan Latugan, Tanudan, Kalinga, for being the #1 graduating male cadet in athletics and other sports-related activities among the male cadets. The Athletic Saber is awarded to Cadet First Class Javin Awingan Latugan. Acknowledging the awardee is the Mayor of Baguio City, Mayor Benjamin B. Magalong. Cadet First Class, Gabriel Chan Lee, Pandi, Bulacan. Cadet First Class, Albright Ortega Liao, Puerto Princesa City. Cadet First Class, Kim Jason Locando Lianillo, Puerto Princesa City. Cadet First Class, Jonavi Ocampo Lobusta, General Trias, Cavite. Cadet First Class, Aldwin John Betinol Lopez, La Paz, Agusan del Sur. Cadet First Class, Kenneth Jones Ebrada Lorenton, Esperanza, Sultan Kudarat. Cadet First Class, Ronel Baoy Lorica, Tacloban City. Cadet First Class, Matthew Vincent Gerardo Loyao, Baguio City. Cadet First Class, Jessie May Espiritu Luzano, Cabacan, North Cotabato. Cadet First Class, Elbert Bugnosen Lucas, Barlig Mountain Province. Cadet First Class, Darwin Jesus Sumagpao Macapagal, Cagayan de Oro City. Cadet First Class, John Nelson Escobidal Macuro, Davao City. Cadet First Class, Paul Daniel Apilan Magnaan, San Carlos City. Cadet First Class, Melchizedek Cordero Manalo, Dato Odin Sinsuat, Maguindanao. Cadet First Class, Sheen Marie Dumagil Maningo, Davao City. Cadet First Class, Daniel Carolino Marban, Caloocan City. Cadet First Class, Ariel Suela Marzan, Alicia Sambuanga Sibugay. Cadet First Class, John Harold Rayala Mengito, Marikina City. Cadet First Class, Christian James Pagien Moling, Bontoc Mountain Province.
Cadet First Class, Florante Montesa Mon Jr., Bagabag, Nueva Vizcaya. Cadet First Class, John Patrick Mutas, Taguig City. Cadet First Class, Clinton Palayan Nadkop, Bontoc Mountain Province. Cadet First Class, Sean Deb March Danon Naranja, Taguig City. Cadet First Class, Christine Jane Pagmanoha Navarra, Tacurong City. Cadet First Class, Gabriel Aaron Atienza Nitro, San Pascual, Batangas. Cadet First Class, Keith Matthew Saldo Obis, Nabuac, Camarines Sur. Cadet First Class, Fromi Lagahit Ochea, Iligan City. Cadet First Class, Kenneth Roger Jacinto Oga, Kapatagan, Lanao del Norte. Cadet First Class, Dwayne Andrew Valmoria Otome, Don Carlos Bukidnon. Cadet First Class, Francis Ternora Pabilona, Tacurong City. Cadet First Class, Christian Val Escol Pacot, Bayugan City. Cadet First Class, Ida Ruth Canyoneo Padao, Dipolog City. Cadet First Class, Mark Denver Pakuan Padayaw, Catbalogan City. Cadet First Class, Kent J.V. Talpis Paglinawan, Dumalinaw, Zamboanga del Sur. Cadet First Class, Charles John Michael Kinikot Paharon, Siaton, Negros Oriental. Cadet First Class, Tristan Pocais Paltongan, Baguio City. For being the Brigade Commander of the Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines from 13 September 2020 to 31 March 2021, the Chief of Staff Sabre is awarded to Cadet First Class, Tristan Pocais Paltongan. Acknowledging the awardee is the Chief of Staff Armed Forces of the Philippines, General Cirilito E. Sobejana, Philippine Army. Cadet First Class, Mark Jason Vinuya Pakis, Tayug, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class, Leo Steven Amirila Parparan, Mangaldan, Pangasinan. Cadet Parparan will receive a gun certificate of Rock Island Armory caliber 45 pistol for being the last in the military president's list of Masaligan class of 2021 from the President of the Philippines, courtesy of Arms Corps Philippines Incorporated. Cadet First Class, Kihan Bago Payos, Garcia Hernandez Bohol.
Cadet First Class, Daryl Galido Pedregosa, Mlang, Cotabato. Cadet First Class, Carl John Padrique Pedroso, Tibolis, South Cotabato. Cadet First Class, Meliton Molas Pipanyo III, Jovillar, Albay. Cadet First Class, Eri Samuel Malinaw Pinheiro, Dipolog City. Cadet First Class, Roy Yacer Rahioil Pinzon, Valencia, Negros Oriental. Cadet First Class, Rogel Martin Podaan, Atok, Benguet. Cadet First Class, Jeremiah Cababaro Presto, Puerto Princesa City. Cadet First Class, Emeterio Bagaan Putol III, Tandag City. Cadet First Class, Princess Nome Guerrero Rabi, Cainta Rizal. Cadet First Class, Ella May Gatinaw Ravara, Tupi, South Cotabato. Cadet First Class, Joshua Cromwell Reyes Rivero, Butuan City. Cadet First Class, Mark Joshua Montimayor Romero, Caloocan City. Cadet First Class, Leo Ben Polinar Sabay, Davao City. Cadet First Class, Carmen Fatima Pascual Salaw, San Miguel, Bulacan. Cadet First Class, John Pangosban Sanchez, Tinglayan, Kalinga. Cadet First Class, Mary Assumpta Perando Sanchanes, Baybay City. Cadet First Class, Krisha Dalaine Francisco Santos, Santo Domingo, Nueva Ecija. Cadet First Class, Lady Dian Balboa Sarmiento, San Fernando City, Pampanga. For being the #1 graduating female cadet in athletics and other sports-related activities among female cadets, the Athletic Saver Award is awarded to Cadet First Class, Lady Dian Balboa Sarmiento. Acknowledging the awardee is Mayor of Baguio City, Mayor Benjamin B. Magalong. Cadet First Class, Mark Simon Marit Sarcado, Quezon City. Cadet First Class, Renson Philip Ligsa Silvan, Alfonso, Cavite.
Cadet First Class, Justin Cañete Solon, Consolacion, Cebu. Cadet First Class, Clarjofer J.V. Navarro Sorera, Virac, Catanduanes. Cadet First Class, Christian Paulo Fulgar Tadalan, Santa Cruz Occidental, Mindoro. Cadet First Class James Daryl Amit Tagsip, Buena Vista, Bohol. Cadet First Class Mark Jefferson Corpus Tampok, Taguig City. Cadet First Class Jerson Molina Tandok, Mangaldan, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class Arnold J. Pokita Tangoan, Pasay City. Cadet First Class Paul Benson Palmones Tasik, 13 Martires City. Cadet First Class Riven Jose Chofilo, Kapangan, Benguet. Cadet First Class Narl Vincent Pahotahog Chongson, Davao City. Cadet First Class Riel Alexander Tuniza, Lapinig, Northern Samar. Cadet First Class Paul Marcus Mendoza Torres, Calamba City. Cadet First Class AJ Pediliaga Tubalyas, San Roque, Northern Samar. Cadet First Class Newton J. Ulidan Ubaldo, Pudtol, Apayao. Cadet First Class Bernard Joshua Ballesteros Vela, Florida Blanca, Pampanga. Cadet First Class Sherwin Maralit Villalobos, Calaca, Batangas. Cadet First Class Marvin Punong Bayan Voluntad, Cabuyao, Laguna. Cadet First Class, Mark Gian Bautista Wales, Malaybalay City. And Cadet First Class, Renilda Zacarias, Lingayen, Pangasinan.
At this point, we shall now hear the valedictory address of Cadet First Class John Ray Cabanero Artus.
To our Commander-in-Chief, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, sir. Vice President Lenny Robredo, ma'am. Secretary Delphine N. Lorenzana, sir. General Cirilito E. Sobihana, Philippine Army, sir. Lieutenant General Ferdinand M. CARTUJANO, Philippine Air Force, sir. Other senior officers and other senior leaders of the government, Team PMA, our parents and family members who are with us via live streaming. To my fellow graduates, the PMA Masaligan Class of 2021, and the Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines, a pleasant afternoon to you all. There are countless ways to exit from the Academy, but as what many of its successful sons have said, the best, yet the most difficult one is through graduation. However, before reaching this point, we are deemed to make the first step, deciding to enter the Philippine Military Academy. In my case, entering PMA was one of the most difficult decisions I have made. If I may say, it was a leap of faith. Back in 2016, I was a graduating chemical engineering student in University of the Philippines, Visayas. In August of that same year, I took a shot at the PMA entrance exam. Fortunately, I passed the exam and went on to complete the final phases of admission without informing anyone except my family. After going through a series of mental and physical examinations, I was included in the final list of members to compose the PMA class of 2021. At that point, I found myself at a crossroad. Should I finish the race I have started with chemical engineering, or go back to the starting line and be a confused plebe in the academy? Well, with the support of my family, I chose the latter. 2 months before graduating from UP, I filed my leave of absence, dropped all my subjects, and joined the PMA class of 2021 on our reception day on 01 April 2017. Thus, begin our journey in the CCAFP. In our 4 years of cadetship here in PMA, our class has experienced a lot. Yet along with these experiences come challenges that tested our limits, discipline, honor, and character as future soldiers and leaders of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. On behalf of my MISTA, I would like to share with you 4 things that we learned here in PMA. First, honor before excellence. The Academy instilled within each cadet 2 important things: excellence in all we do, and the value
of the honor code and honor system. More than having excellent grades, we must do all them in accordance with the honor code which binds every cavalier who have set foot in this academy. Second, teamwork and selflessness. Every cadet belongs to a unit, a squad, or in a company. Thus, every element must work collectively, not just as an individual entity. Moreover, we must put the sake of the organization first and foremost over our own interest. As future officers, we must always choose what is best for our people and our country before our own. Third, respect and discipline. The regimented life in the academy is designed to be full of pressure, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Our actions are guided by the rules and regulations written in our grey book. This is a way to develop the cadets' respect and discipline among its members. We attend to all our duties, or else we get reported and be awarded with demerits and touring hours. This is how we do it inside, because when we are finally out, there is so much at stake for us. Making mistake does not have a room, for it will cost us not just demerits and touring hours, but the lives of our men and the safety of other people. Lastly, resilience. While we were used to being confined in PMA during our training, it was different when the pandemic broke off. We had to hold our ground, no matter how difficult it has been. However, it did not stop us from finishing our courses. Instead, we found alternative ways to conduct online classes inside barracks. Also, this was an opportunity for us cadets to grow closer, build emotional resilience, and strengthen communication within the Corps. The experiences we have had with the pandemic have tried our capacity and spirit to thrive in the face of significant difficulties, far beyond anyone's understanding. These are some things that we as a class learned from our journey in this respected institution. After 4 years of hard work and 1,000 liters of sweat, tears, and blood, we are finally graduating from this academy. Yet, we cannot do this without the help of other people. First, to God for always being there. Dear Lord, we thank you for the guidance, wisdom, and strength you have provided us during our stay here in the academy. To the Filipino people, whom we have sworn to protect and serve, thank you for your continuing trust. Rest assured that unlike our class name Masaligan, the nation and the people can put their trust on us and the armed forces of the Philippines. To our family, friends, and relatives who are our main support system, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. May I especially take this opportunity to thank my family, Nanay Jocelyn, Tatay Florencio, Manong Rendren, Manong Troy, and Laika. Tandaan nyo, Gid, permi na tanan iniginay mo ko para sa inyo. Wala akong diri kung wala ka mo. Always remember, nga palangga tagid kamo tanan. To our instructors, officers, manongs, enlisted personnel, and civilian personnel of PMA, thank you for teaching all of us life's valuable lessons. Thank you for feeding our minds with the knowledge we need, for being patient with us, even when we were confused plebes, and for equipping us with the tools essential to finish this journey. To our upperclassmen, underclassmen, company mates, especially to Alpha and the Echo Company, thank you very much. Special mention goes to my squad leaders, Ensign Hermita Labastida and Lieutenant Yang. My buddies, Lieutenant Ventura, Terasola, Olores, and Cadet Magnaan. Cadets Mosquera, Hernandez, Serot, Guernelia, and 3rd Class Agana. My squad mates, 3rd Class Aludos, Senyoron, Tan, and Dundang, and my snappy neighbors, 4th Class Castillo, Kabangbang, Arsenal, Abaygar, Basilio, among others. Thank you for the opportunity that you have given us to exercise our leadership while we are in the academy. Lastly, to my beloved classmates, Mista, salamat at mahal na mahal ko kayong lahat. Special mention to the ones who supported me to calm hell or high waters. My squad mates, Madriaga, Pakis, Andog, Biado, Azanza, Bores, Arquiza, Aspe, Putol, and my roommates, Bayos, Bernal, Tampok, Bukayo, Lee, and my cadet. Mista, we have sailed together through the uncharted waters of PMA for 4 years. We have surpassed all the challenges given us by the Academy. Indeed, our bond with each other has gotten strong through the years, and I hope that it will be stronger in the future as we render service to our nation. In the end, we all make choices. I left engineering for PMA, and I know my classmates have their own sacrifices too. Yet, what's more important is that we stand by our own decision. I chose to be here. All of us chose to be here. Even with all the sleepless nights, never-ending compliances, unfinished boodles, we stayed because we learned to love PMA and the profession of arms. We decided to be warriors with a heart and soul and embraced the values of courage, integrity, and loyalty. Now, we are ready to serve our God, country, and the Filipino people as lieutenants and ensigns. Let us give our best in performing our duties as young officers of armed forces. Let us dedicate ourselves to the service our people deserve. Let us always remember the Bayan phrase engraved in our class seal, which became our class motto, para sa Diyos, para sa bayan. Again, congratulations to all of us. Padayon PMA Masaligan Class of 2021. Mabuhay ang Philippine Military Academy. Mabuhay ang Armed Forces of the Philippines. Mabuhay ang Republika ng Pilipinas. Once again, good afternoon.
Secretary Delphine N. Lorenzana, Department of National Defense, will now declare the commissionship of the 164-strong members of the PMA Masaligan Class of 2021.
We shall now witness the oath-taking of our newly commissioned officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. The Chief of Staff, Armed Forces of the Philippines, General Cirilito E. Sobejana, Philippine Army, will administer the oath.
PMA Masaligan Class of 2021. Before I will administer your oath, allow me first to remind you that as second lieutenants of the Philippine Army, Philippine Air Force, and the Philippine Marines, as well as ensigns of the Philippine Navy, I would like to remind you that our ranks and positions are just incidental to public service. Having said that, in the name of public service, we should serve with our feet on the ground always, with our boots on, and we must serve with full of humility. Itaas ang inyong kanang kamay at sumunod sa aking sasabihin. Ako si, sabihin ang inyong pangalan, na itinalaga sa katungkulan bilang, sabihin ang inyong katungkulan, ay taimtim na nanunumpa, na tutuparin ko ng buong husay at katapatan sa abot ng aking kakayahan ang mga tungkulin ng aking kasulukuyang katungkulan at ng iba pang pagkaraan nito'y gagampanan ko sa ilalim ng Republika ng Pilipinas na aking itaguyod at ipagtatanggol ang saligang batas ng Republika ng Pilipinas, na ako ay tunay na mananalig at tatalima rito, na susundin ko ang mga batas, mga utos na ayon sa batas, at mga dekreto na pinaiiral ng mga sadyang itinakdang may kapangyarihan ng Republika ng Pilipinas. At kusa kong babalikatin ang mga pananagutang ito na walang anumang pagsubali o hangaring umiwas. Kasihan nawa ako ng Diyos. Ibaba ang inyong mga kamay. Congratulations to all of you, PMA Masaligan Class of 2021.
The members of PMA Masaligan Class of 2021, after having been declared graduates of the Philippine Military Academy, are now alumni of this revered institution. They shall now take their oath of membership to the PMA Alumni Association Incorporated. To administer the oath is Cavalier Amado T. Espino Jr., Chairman, Philippine Military Academy Alumni Association Incorporated.
Please raise your right hand and follow after me. I state your name, having been accepted as a regular member of the Philippine Military Academy Alumni Association Incorporated, do hereby solemnly swear that I will and faithfully perform my duties and responsibilities as a member thereof, abide by its articles of incorporation and bylaws, obey the rules and regulations promulgated by its board of directors, uphold the PMAAA high conduct of ethics, and be guided in all my undertakings in life by the PMA's motto of courage, integrity, and loyalty, and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily, without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Congratulations to all of you.
May we request everyone to please remain standing for the singing of the Philippine Military Academy Alma Mater song.